And we are live.
Good morning, everyone. It's V, the Gorilla Economist, coming to you live with my main man, CJ, aka El Cuco. And we're bringing you the news, the views, and all the information important to you. Check us out on roguemoney.net. Follow us on Twitter at the Rogue Money, and Rogue Money on every single podcasting app known to humanity. Rogue Money on Steam, at DTube, you name it, we're there. With that being said, check out our sponsors, RemainCalm.net. RemainCalm.net. Whether you need a better credit score or you just need funding for your business or personal, RemainCalm.net is the place to be in order to get that. You could also check out their smart banking options. Also, guys, the Silverback is on sale. It is officially on sale and for a special price for December because it's the most wonderful time of the year. And it's the holiday season, so get yourself the gift of the Silverback. It's my gift to you. Surf the web anonymously. The NSA can't even do nothing. Even the only way they can figure out what you're doing is if they sat next to you and looked at your screen. Okay, the Silverback is the most badass, total privacy, total anonymity computer device. Hook it up to your PC, get into the boot menu, boot from the USB, and voila! You are surfing free and clear, my friend. The Silverback, you can get it at mygoldusb.com, mygoldusb.com. And folks, the Crypto School is open. Yay! It's open for enrollment. Enroll now at the Crypto School. That is thecryptoschool.io, thecryptoschool.io. It's yours truly with my main man, Vin Armani and Frank Delala. Those two guys are the brothers of destruction. We give you all the instructions on what you need to do, what wallets to choose. In this time of crypto mania and crypto explosion, you need thecryptoschool.io. So check it out, folks. Check it out. With that being said, CJ, what's crack-lacking?
Hey, good morning, V. Good morning. How you doing?
Man, I'm hanging in there. I'm just polishing off this delicious bagel. Have my dark roast going. Life is good, man. I can't complain.
Yeah, well, our fans will be very excited. We got a full day today at Rogue Money. So we're going to be delivering quite a bit of shows today, a lot of great content. So stay tuned right here today. We do have today Stephen Wilson and Anders Krohn. Really neat story. We're going to be sharing that with you. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time going live with that. Also, the Silverback. We're going to be having Mr. X and Frank to kind of highlight, to talk about that. We had a little bit of a blotch show the other day. We shut it down, but we're going to be redoing that broadcast, hanging with Harley, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then closing it out with Cuss with Gus. So full day at Rogue Money. Stay tuned right here. At some point, maybe we'll just keep the whole live stream going all day, V.
Yeah, might as well, man. I'm gonna see if I can get Vin Armani on for like 15 minutes to talk about the Crypto School. So we'll see what happens.
All right, but there's there is some great news to cover. Obviously overnight last night, Bitcoin smashed through 15,000 V, and the euphoria around the cryptos and what's driving that just truly amazing right now. And I completely get that there's still people that are out there with gold, silver, and I think I just want to reiterate my point is that do something, diversify. We continue to talk about cryptos right now because, in case you aren't paying attention right now, it is probably the topic about almost everywhere right now regarding what is happening. And I think in part of that is just due to the fact that we are witnessing the demise of the US dollar, V.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I mean, Bitcoin is what it is because of the simple fact, my God, because of the simple fact that the dollar's down $15,867.50. Woo! Wow, that's crazy, man.
Crazy, and I think in part, yesterday with Bix, you guys had a great show. The Crypto School coming online is just so important right now because we also learned overnight, and this is what we don't want to happen to any of our Rogue Money fans, is that they start to get in bed with a crypto wallet, a cryptocurrency that potentially hasn't been vetted, knowing how to look for that, because we are learning last night via overnight that a large crypto mining exchange was hacked for over $62 million in Bitcoin. We don't want that to happen to any of our Rogue fans, V.
Absolutely, my man. And I mean, you got nice hash wondering where your stolen bitcoins are. Here they are. Total amount of bitcoin stolen from Nice Hash is 4,736 bitcoins, or just over $62 million. Probably even more now with the new price. And they've ended up at the following address. It's crazy. As Bitcoin explodes higher on what now appears to be the constant demand out of South Korea, there was unconfirmed, at least recently, reports that Nice Hash, the largest crypto mining marketplace, has been hacked with over 4,000 in Bitcoin stolen, over $50 million. It's crazy, man. This is why you should definitely be careful. This is why we advocate, having yourself a paper wallet or hard wallet, cold storage, something. And this is
Yeah,
why,
and
if you
it's
don't know how to know the game, the cryptoschool.io is the place for you to learn. I can't emphasize that for you guys any much harder than that, because this is important, because we're going to vet these people before we do any sort of recommendations on, hey, what's a good wallet, what's a good exchange, what's easy, what's nice. And again, guys, with the price moves on crypto, especially in Bitcoin, remember, if you got your funds over at Coinbase, $20,000 is the cutoff. You're approaching $20,000 in holdings in Bitcoin or even in other cryptocurrencies. You might want to think about getting the hell out of Coinbase. So I'm just saying, FYI. Again, this is not investment advice. This is just my personal opinion.
at the end of the day, I think when we look at these examples that come out, V, and I'm not saying this is what occurred, but potentially, I think there could be some type of potentially insider, somebody in the company. These things to me don't happen, on accident, and it would be very scary for anyone to go to check out their wallet, go to pull up their website, and when you go to the website right now for this particular exchange, or I'm sorry, this Nice Hash, you come up to a nice blank page that says, "I'm sorry, really, our doors are closed and we're conducting an investigation." And we don't want that. So that's why it's very important. Crypto School, we'll have definitely get Vin on, go over an interview, talk about what that looks like, how to join, because there is a great need for the education piece around the cryptos.
Yeah, absolutely correct, man, especially with the days that are ahead. Days that are ahead, and the days go by, CJ. With that being said, I mean, let's go talk about, I guess we could talk about Syria, then roll into the Empire Chaos, and then all the other interesting stuff. So Syria is free and ISIS destroyed. Thank you, Russia. Thank you, Vlad. CJ, break it down.
Yeah, so the Russian General Staff has declared that the liberation of Syria from Islamic State, the U.S. proxy CIA created ISIS, has been completely wiped out from its territory, establishing the dominant Syrian army back in place. To me, this is, coming around the holidays and the amount of persecution that's occurring with Christianity there in Syria, watching these people come home. Very happy for Syria, for the people of Syria. I find it very ironic that we are talking about the last 8 years have occurred under a previous administration that basically, and I'll even go past that, I'll even go to George W., where we witnessed the complete deterioration of U.S. influence, and now Russia has become the freedom fighter, the superpower, the most influential country in the world. V.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's the deal. Okay, this is what General Valery Gerasimov has said. He said all terrorist units of ISIS on Syrian soil have been destroyed, and the territory is liberated. Therefore, as of today, there's no territory controlled by ISIS, aka USIS, in Syria. Naturally, there might be some spots of resistance, but the military work has been largely completed in the area, and at that time completed with full victory. I repeat, with a victory and defeat of terrorists. Think about that. This is not George W. Bush landing on an aircraft carrier with a stupid sign behind him saying mission accomplished. Okay? This is not that. When the Russians say, I must break you, They have broken ISIS. They finished the job. Only thing that's left is whatever's left of these jihadis, those who are not shaving off their beards and wearing burqas and sneaking off over the Turkish border back into the U.S. Israeli asset, logistics sites that they came from. They're being slaughtered or running for their lives, man. That's what's happening right now. End of story. And right on time for his 2-year anniversary. The Syrian war is officially over. Thank you, Russia. Thank you, Vladimir Putin, for bringing the world back from the brink of World War III. Thank you for outplaying these globalists. Thank you for draining the swamp on the international level, because it's what you've done that has helped us greatly. And when history looks back at Vladimir Putin, and when God looks back at Vladimir Putin, God's going to say to Vlad, "Well done, that good and faithful servant. Enter down the joy of the Lord, because you have kicked ass and took names." That's what's up. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
And here's the problem with the deep state, CJ. How many wars are we involved in? Does anybody really know? Huh?
I don't think you can. I mean, between not only the U.S. military, but the dark, the deep state and their military interventions. V, why don't you break this down for us?
Man, the worldwide U.S. war is this. Okay, we are carrying out missions. Just do a guess for me, CJ. 10. How many wars are we in? 10 wars? 24 wars?
Maybe what? Maybe 15? 15 different wars?
That sounds reasonable, right, folks? I mean, 15. Maybe we're involved in 15 conflicts around the world, right? But in fact, folks, the reality is American troops are carrying out missions in 80 to 90 countries, practicing night raids, and sometimes conducting them for real, engaging in sniper missions. And it's part of a global engagement strategy. Okay, it's part of the global war on terror. It's the pretext for them to do whatever they want to do. Okay, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, it has gone past the point of ridiculous, where we're losing and spending tens of billions and tens of trillions of dollars on this nonsense war machine, folks. If you want a country to be prosperous, you don't build up its military industrial complex. Our military industrial complex is not really for defense or actually winning wars. It's to create chaos and then beg for more money. Okay, to fight the chaos. It's a Hegelian dialectic based wealth extraction scheme. That's what the military industrial complex is. It is a Hegelian dialectic based wealth extraction and pilfering scheme. It has nothing to do with winning wars. It has nothing to do with creating effective combat units. It has nothing to do with creating world-class hardware. It has everything to do with by creating propaganda and selling a marketing material that makes us look like we're vaunted superhumans on the face of this earth, when we haven't faced a technological rival. Because if we did, we'd have our asses handed to us. And in reality, we haven't won a single damn war since World War II. Real talk. Real talk, CJ. We haven't won a war since World War II. Okay? And we entered World War II way late. Way late. The German army was already getting chewed up by the Soviets. The Red Army, the Russians were meat grinding the Germans by the time we entered the conflict at Normandy or whatever, right? As long as when we entered the conflict, it was already way late in the game. That's why we lost the least amount of lives. So, I mean, it's a joke, dude. It really is a joke. And what we have here is oh yeah. I mean, our stuff is great if you want to go after some third world countries who can't defend themselves. Then you bring in the aircraft carrier and people think it's a floating coffin. So 90 countries. You want to know where your money's going? Here it is, 90 countries. Can we drain this swamp already? But instead we have a budget approval, CJ, of $600 billion approved for the military industrial. You know, the Russians do more with way less and with better quality equipment that are a generation or two ahead of ours for way less. Why? Because you don't have the type of corruption you have in the American defense system. You don't have the type of corruption, the type of cronyism I don't see it anywhere. I think the only other department of government that is just as crony, just as corrupt as the military-industrial complex is the education department. That's it. That's it. I think those are the two biggest crony bureaucracies where trillions of dollars are wasted. Is in education and the military. Trillions wasted. Real talk. Can we have an adult conversation? Real talk. Anyway, Siege.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Well said, V. Absolutely.
Speaking of wars, go ahead, Siege.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, with yesterday's actions and V, yesterday you were on point. I mean, you talked, so much truth, asking people to put, some of our emotionally sometimes driven conversations regarding, calling Jerusalem and so we're already having this start to happen where Hamas, other leaders, and this was.
Did you hear some of the other pundits explain their view of the whole entire Trump-Israel thing?
I did. It was very interesting, needless to say.
Guys who don't know the geopolitical landscape.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, just completely, the entire political landscape. They look at it strictly more based upon a religious thing, a false religious thing. So, again, our concern is, like we stated yesterday, was that, is this really going to bring peace about to the Palestinians, to the Israelis? And now we're having I don't think really there's any Middle Eastern country that is behind all this. Now, I will say this: Trump and his leadership to make this decision, he delivered on his word. He actively told us this, why he was campaigning, that he was going to do this. And so for the most part, in terms of someone delivering on something that they promised, whether or not we agree with it, he's committed and delivering everything that he did promise regarding that. Time will tell what this brings, what kind of things will escalate or happen in the Middle East, V.
Yep. Absolutely, my man. And speaking of wars, there's a new holy war has begun, man.
Yeah, well, it's very interesting, what, again, Hamas come out saying that, and now we're looking at, potentially escalated conflict. But I do want to touch base briefly on this new revelation regarding NSA. McMaster has authorized the surveillance of Bannon, Trump, and this information that's coming out. Now, again, this is alleged at this point, but it's being reported from multiple sources. I caught it a couple of days ago, but now it looks like there's even additional outlets that are reporting on it. This one comes to us from the Gateway Pundit, where they are actually out there stating that former CIA paramilitary officer and members of the Trump transition team, John R. McGuire, has reportedly revealed, V, that during a fundraising meeting for an intelligence gathering operation in Afghanistan, that National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster is specifically the one who authorized surveillance of Steve Bannon, Trump family members, Don Jr., everyone involved. And again, this is being reported by, different agencies. Now we're witnessing, and again, a lot of this could be just, fake news that they're wanting to get reported out there. So now we're witnessing basically Congress going after with the DOJ, the FBI. And now we're basically, what's happening is that we may potentially be seeing some of the intelligence agencies, and specifically the rumors of some type of a new spy group that would report directly to the president, just for the fact that he cannot trust the CIA or the U.S. intelligence offices. This is the making of a great novel or movie in the future, V.
Yep. Exactly correct, my man. It's this will make a very good movie, to say the least, bro. It's you can't trust anybody in DC, man. They all got to go. These are guys who've not only gotten fat and lazy off their hubris, but they're also stupid, and they don't understand the game that's being played today, and that's why they're being exposed left and right, man. Anyway, Steve, that covers everything. Folks, stay tuned. We'll be back at 10 a.m. with our main man, Stefan Wilson. Awesome dude, race car driver, and somebody who really is involved in changing people's lives. You can hear about his story. You're going to read about how you can get involved with charities like what Stefan's doing. And folks, if you know anything about this channel, we are big fans of motorsports and racing. To me, a nice car, and I'm not talking about, it doesn't have to be expensive, but I'm talking about a car, whatever the price is, whatever the cost is the freedom of liberty and expression for me. For you to be able to just get into your car and drive anywhere in this country is a feeling that we take for granted so much in this country, because there's so many people around the world that just simply cannot do that. Okay. They just simply can't go anywhere. They're limited where they can travel to, where they can go, where they can drive to. Many of them can't even afford a car. That's a whole other thing. So Stefan's going to be on board. He's going to be discussing his charities and whatnot. So it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Dude, I had no idea that his brother was Justin Wilson. I had no idea. So Justin Wilson was killed in 2015 when he had a debris that hit him when he was in Pocono Raceway. That was a shocker to me, man. But anyway,
yeah, it's a great story. It really is a great story. It's very inspirational. Someone that has went through a significant tragedy like that, who continues in the positive message that he has. So stay tuned. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Rogue Money Radio.
Absolutely. That being said, folks, we're over and out. Take it away, CJ.